Virginia Beach is more than a beach. It's a resort with great food.
I'm in the Eastern Shore of Virginia at the Aqua restaurant, and we're going to have clams from the bay. The bay is just behind us. This is a serene environment. The sun is shining. What else can you ask for? Virginia Beach and all of its surrounding is just unbelievable. Stay tuned within the next few minutes, and you're going to share some of these great culinary experiences.
My name is Kelly Norman, and I'm with the Virginia Beach Convention and Visitors Bureau. If you haven't been to Virginia Beach in the last 10 years, you're going to be amazed at the incredible changes that have taken place over here. We have absolutely beautiful beaches, 38 miles of beaches, and the iconic part of Virginia Beach is our boardwalk. We have 3 miles of gorgeous boardwalk. The sand is as white as a football field, so there's plenty for everyone. Plenty of room for everyone to come, even in our peak season in July.
A car full of books and anticipation. I'm an expert on Shakespeare.
Did you know that the Cherry Stone Aqua Farm farms clams?
Don't need scholars as much as I thought.
The Fishing Center offers fishing excursions where you can catch and share the freshest fish of the day. The harbor is filled with fishing boats and yachts. The lagoon is peaceful and calm, and it's perfect for kayaking. Do you believe I'm really fishing? God knows what I'll catch. Here's our first catch of the day. Kiss the fish or something. Pretend.
I'm not kissing any
Pretend.
fish.
Pretend.
No, I want to put it back.
My friend is cleaning fish and preparing it for lunch. You know, there's nothing fresher than that.
One of the other unique things about Virginia Beach, and that a lot of people don't realize, is that we have the largest population of bottlenose dolphins on the East Coast. And one of the fun things to do is grab a kayak, go out into either the Atlantic Ocean, especially where the Chesapeake Bay meets the Atlantic Ocean. The dolphins will surround your kayak, so they come within just a few feet of you.
I'm Chris Witherspoon. I'm the Education Director here at Virginia Aquarium, and we're happy to have you here today for a sample of our Taste of the Bay program, which is what Robbie's going to be doing for you. And it's part of our Sensible Seafood program. And the Sensible Seafood program is something that started at Monterey Bay Aquarium. You may have heard about some of the shrimp, for example, coming from Thailand or Southeast Asia. The problem is that they often destroy mangrove forests to install these open pens along the coastline. Well, the mangroves are very important for a number of environmental reasons.
The aquarium has a collection of tropical fish and turtles.
Another exciting new thing that Virginia Beach is offering is our coastal food tours.
My name's Robbie. Like she said, I am with Sodexo, but the executive chef here at the Virginia Aquarium. Figured we'd do a little pasta today. We're going to use bay shrimp. Bay shrimp is a healthy choice on that, as well as mahi. All my pasta, I always salt the water. I like to brighten my pasta up a little bit, so I use turmeric straight to the water, and it'll make that pasta brighten up a bit, all right? So while this is starting, I'm going to go ahead and start with the rest of our ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of squash, a little bit of zucchini, and red onion. I'm going to leave this core on the end and go ahead and start dicing, or excuse me, start cutting through. And my onion's diced. Easy as that, okay? So it's a little tip on how to dice some onion. All right, we're going to go ahead and cut our squash up real quick, because squash and zucchini is going to take a little bit. We'll get that, start roasting in the pan, and then once we get that roasted, we'll go ahead and start the mahi, and then we'll finish up the pasta, all right? All right, real quick. All right, so I've got my saute pan over here already hot. You want it hot so it can caramelize. You want to sear it, you know. Even with meat, you want to sear it. That way it basically creates a crust and a barrier around the outside and keeps the moisture and flavor on the inside. All right, see, that's nice and hot. All right. So we're going to get this to cook up a little bit, add a little bit of salt and pepper. All right. Now I'm going to slide over to this other side and get this saute pan hot for my mahi, all right? All right, we should be good right there. And what I'm going to do is add my shrimp to this pan. Once your squash and zucchini is all done, because it doesn't take that long for shrimp to cook. All right, my pan down on this side is nice and hot for my mahi. My mahi, I'm going to go ahead and add just a touch of oil to it. A little bit of salt and pepper. And go ahead and lay that in my pan. And you don't have to have a non-stick pan in order to sear food, but you do want it hot and create that crust. If it seems like it's sticking, leave it for a few minutes and then try to shake it, and it should come right undone once it gets a nice good sear on it. All right? We have our garlic. We're going to go ahead and add a few threads of saffron to this and then go in with some cream. All right, turn that heat down on low to medium heat and let it simmer for a couple minutes while we're waiting on our fish to finish cooking. A low to medium heat. You want to try to take it to about 140, 145, about a good medium. Our pasta is just about done. So I just strained my pasta. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to my cream sauce. Nice little stir. Then you just want to spoon your pasta with the shrimp in it right in the dead center. And then we'll get our seared mahi. Set that right on the top.
Now this is a feast for the eyes.
And then a little bit of garnish.
I can't believe this is happening to me. I can't believe when I open
the muscadine grape, this is not a vinifera grape, this is not a wine grape, it's a table grape. You'll notice that the leaves on these grapevines are much smaller than what you would see on your vinifera type grapes. That very thick skin, so it protects it from insects. It also protects it from birds, because it creates a lot of trouble for a bird to try and pick one of these grapes. And so you're looking for a very dark grape in this actual variety. And like I said, you can see that it's a very thick skin. There's a lot of different ways that people eat these types of grapes. Some people just like to squirt the insides out and throw the seed of the outside away. But that's where all your nutrients are in the skin. The muscadine grapes, these grapes are a native species to America. The mother vine is located at the Lost Colony in North Carolina.
My name is Jon Wenner. I'm the owner and winemaker of Chatham Vineyards, and we're on Virginia's Eastern Shore, which is a federally recognized AVA, American Viticultural Area. So my hope is today, it'll be the first time for many of you to taste my wines here from Virginia's Eastern Shore. It's a moderate maritime climate. We have sandy loam, well-drained soils, tend to have later frosts, and it's a very unique microclimate. I try to produce wines that are site expressive, that reflect the land here and the unique climate. We're Chatham Vineyards. The home is named after the Earl of Chatham, and the vineyards are planted here on the land at Chatham, which was actually patented under English law in 1640. Chatham overlooks Church Creek, and we decided to go with the Church Creek name for the label because it's very descriptive of the place, but also because Chatham is a widely used name, particularly here on the East Coast. There are 3 historic homes in Virginia named Chatham, and there's Chathams all up and down the East Coast. So we're using the Church Creek label now, so it's Chatham Vineyards on Church Creek. We're blending the two names together. And the wine that we're tasting right now is a Merlot. This year we decided to blend 2009 and 2010 together. So 18% of the wine comes from the 2010 vintage. We harvest 80 tons of grapes annually. And we grow Chardonnay, Merlot, Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Petit Verdot. So we have our Church Creek oysters, and we're going to pair it with the 2009 steel fermented Chardonnay. So this is a collection of the 3 French Dijon clones that we grow. If you want to have a glass, I'll pour. Now this is what we call the free run juice, the first pressing of the whole cluster.